Today, or let me say this evening, is very special. So I'm glad that you are here, and what I'm going to explain to you is requiring a bit of openness, is something that is maybe not fitting to the logics of this part of the world. If they don't say anything to you, then just take it as a story. But if it relates to you, then there is a lot of significance to this evening. This evening happens once in a year. It's that special. It's called Maha Shivaratri in India. It's celebrated as a festival. The day is even a holiday because the celebration is so big, and it's celebrated in the entire country. It's right now considered as a part of a religious ceremony, but actually it has nothing to do with religion. Maha Shivaratri is a celebration, is a day of recognizing, connecting to the higher consciousness. This is that day, one day in a year, where those who are taking their spiritual practice, their meditation practice seriously, for them it's their day to go all in. It's that significant. Let me just give you a brief background and break this down to you. I can't go into a lot of details because this topic is vast. It emerges out of thousands of years of wisdom traditions, but what I can share with you, maybe a few glimpses of what could be relatable. First of all, the word Maha Shivaratri can be broken down into three. Maha means the big. Shiv is the consciousness, the Shiva. Ratri is the night. Shivaratri is that night of Shiva, which actually happens every month. Every 28 days with the lunar cycle, there is one day which is the 13th night, one night before the new moon, which is tonight, is where the energies, your internal subtle energies, are somewhat different. The consciousness is somewhat different. If you're sensitive, you feel it. If you're not sensitive, it doesn't matter. It's like moon is something which not everybody feels an effect of, but for those who feel the effect of moon when there is full moon or new moon, they know what I'm talking about. Even the word lunatic comes out of the lunar, out of the moon, when because of the moon the energies are such that the mind is going totally crazy, and hence creating lunatics, creating mad people. So there are different implications of moon as a object in our life. Either we are sensitive to it or not, that's something else. So this Shivaratri, which happens every month, is a cycle, and Maha Shivaratri is, out of these cycles, the 12th cycle, which is happening once in a year. And this is where the planetary constellations are in such an order that it's, for meditators, one of the best days to meditate. In India, there are ceremonies where people will be awake the whole night long. Not just meditators who would meditate all night long, but just to sit silently with your backbone straight, just to sit, remain awake tonight, is so much beneficial that I can't even begin to speak about it. How does this really matter? How does this really happen? If you look at our lifestyle, how it is designed, we are mainly concerned with two cycles, two celestial cycles. One is the rotation of the earth, creating day and night, where we have decided now to design our life according to the day and the night, where most of us are awake during the day and most of us are asleep during the night. So our lifestyle is designed according to this rotation of Earth, this one cycle that is happening every 24 hours, and we adapt our lifestyle according to that. The second cycle which we are also concerned with is the revolution of Earth around the Sun, which is creating these 365 days. And we have a calendar to record those 365 days, and we design our lifestyle according to those days, and we continue like that. But what about the moon? Why is this moon there and we are having absolutely not, our lifestyle is not designed, is not having any correlation to something that is having such an impact on our life? If you look at the oceans, the rise of the tide is so significant, and we just absolutely not think about it. Why is that happening? And also our body is 2/3 water. It must also impact our body as well if it's impacting the oceans. And that's just one visible correlation. I don't have proofs, I don't have data to show you, to say this is the proof, that is the proof. All I can say is it's all over the wisdom traditions, all over different cultures, and also in my personal experience, I can verify from my personal experience, from my meditations, that there is a significant impact of the lunar cycles on how we feel, how our consciousness is. Our consciousness is comprising of so many things, and I'm talking about just the ordinary consciousness, meaning not the altered states of consciousness. Just within our normal set of consciousness, sometimes we are more mindful, we are more awake. Sometimes we are less mindful, we are more drowsy, we are less aware. Sometimes we are feeling blissful for no reason, and sometimes we are not feeling so good, we are feeling depressed. Sometimes we are very much feeling truthful. Our perception is sharp enough to see the truth in every situation. And sometimes we are happy with the illusions. We want to remain with the illusion of things. So there are so many variations in our consciousness that we experience all throughout our life, and we don't know why they're happening. We just simply live them as they happen to us. By understanding and by being a bit more sensitive to these cycles, like these lunar cycles, and observing them in your own behavior, in your own consciousness, in your own life, you can design your lifestyle accordingly. You can react to situations accordingly. You can even do your decision making accordingly, which will allow you to be more in harmony with what's happening outside. You don't have to be over designing this and going crazy about it, but just to understand how your own inner energies, how your own inner consciousness behaves on different days. And especially for women, you know how your biology is also having cycles which greatly impact your consciousness, which greatly impact many, many things of your physiology, of your psychology. And same is with the moon. So I would want this session to be dedicated to the moon, to the energy of the moon, and what it has an impact on us.